Yes, students, new chapter, economics, chapter number 5, and the name of the chapter is poverty. Yes, in this chapter, we will be studying about poverty. Now, yes, obviously, introduction से ही start होगा सबसे पहले. So, poverty is such a situation existing in the economy under which one class of the economy is not able to fulfill the minimum basic needs. Yes, over here we all know the minimum basic needs roti, kapda, or makan, but nutritive food, proper house, clothing. Yes, in most of the developing economies where the per capita income is very low and there exists high level of income inequality. Yes, in developing countries like our country, we all know that there exists income inequality. It means the income is not equally divided. So, a large proportion of poor population cannot enjoy a healthy life because of unavailability of minimum basic requirements. Students, yes, if one part of the society will get more income and the other part of the society will get less income, then those part of the society which is not getting the proper income obviously will suffer from poverty. Now, we all know that yes, the rich, the resourceful class enjoy high income and high standard of living. High income means obviously standard of living भी उनका अच्छा ही होगा. Due to existing economic inequality in the country, the society faces dissatisfaction, restlessness, hatred, and class conflict. So it is obvious that लोगों के मन में dissatisfaction होगा. They won't be satisfied with the policies. There will be hatred among the people. Now, according to HDR 1997, economic development is a resource and human development is a goal. Yes, with the help of economic development, human development can be achieved. So it is expected that economic development should result in reduction of poverty. Simple and easy. If a country डेवलप्स इकोनॉमिकली, ऐसा एक्सपेक्ट किया जाता है कि कोई कंट्री अगर इकोनॉमिकली डेवलप होगी तो ऑटोमेटिकली वहाँ पे पावर्टी कम होती जाएगी. Unless there is reduction in income inequality and poverty, economic development cannot be said to be development in true sense. Yes, जब तक इनकम इनइक्वालिटी कम नहीं हो जाती, जब तक पावर्टी कंप्लीटली कोई कंट्री में से चली नहीं जाती, वो कंट्री इन रियल डेवलप्ड कंट्री की कैटेगरी में नहीं आ सकती. Poverty eradication was one of the main goals of some of the 5-year plans in this context. Yes, so our country made the policies with the help of which the poverty can be reduced, and especially in the 5th 5-year plan and following plans, poverty eradication programs and schemes were started. Over here it is but natural, the target was to reduce the poverty. Now, students, I hope I'm clear with the introductory part of the chapter. Now I move on to the meaning of poverty. Poverty, yes, a situation where many people cannot satisfy even their minimum requirements are said to be poor. If the people are unable to satisfy their minimum basic requirements, and that too over here the people should be in major proportion, then it is said to be, yes, they are said to be poor people. If a large population is living below the minimum required standard of living, there exists a widespread poverty. Yes, if many people are living below this minimum required standard of living, then we can say that in a country poverty is widespread. Many nations of the world have tried to interpret poverty in their way, but poverty being a relative concept, its meaning changes with a change in time, place, and society. Yes. Now, over here, with the passage of time, yes, the meaning of poverty will change because the government is taking steps to reduce the poverty. So, with the passage of time and with the change in place, with say for example, with a change in country, the meaning of poverty, the interpretation of poverty changes. Now, in most of the interpretations of poverty, an average standard of living is considered as a base, is considered as a measuring rod, and along with it, existing inequalities of the country are also shown. Hence, there exists a difference in level of poverty. In this context, poverty, over here, the poverty can be divided into two parts. The very first one is traditional meaning of poverty or the income poverty. As the name itself suggests, over here the income is taken into consideration. The second one is modern meaning of poverty or non-income poverty. Now we start with the very first one, that is according to income definition of poverty, a certain normative minimum level of per capita consumption expenditure required to ascertain minimum basic needs and services is called poverty. Yes, over here a normal minimum level of per capita income that is that is required, a normative minimum level of per capita consumption expenditure. Over here the expenditure that is that is to be done compulsorily, necessarily, to get the basic needs and services is called poverty line. Next, all people who have less than required income or spend less than required minimum expenditure are said to be poor. It is but natural, जो हमारा minimum level है उससे कम अगर मैं खर्चा कर रही हूँ, then I come into the category of poor people. So, according to this interpretation, poverty is a state of scarcity. Scarcity of what? Scarcity of income, students. In India, poverty line is defined in reference to consuming minimum required calories or minimum consumption expenditure required to get the minimum calories. Yes, over here the same thing is repeated with a little of change in it, that is calories. In our country, it is defined in regards, in context to calories, minimum consumption of the calories, that is consuming minimum required calories over here. But the limitation of this method is that it shows the situation of non-availability of food or starvation. Yes, non-availability of food means, yes, starvation, lack of food. Poverty is not only the situation of starvation, but poverty over here doesn't means that it is only non-availability of food. Over here, the other things, that is the services, should also be included, जो हमारा आगे वाले टॉपिक में है. In the concept of minimum required standard of living, apart from food, other necessities such as clothing, housing, education, health, cleanliness, pure drinking water are also included. Then only the non-income poverty has become a popular modern concept of poverty. Yes, apart from this, that is food and other necessities, clothing, education, health, these all necessities should also be included. Then if all these are also included, it will turn out to be the modern concept of poverty which is more popular. Yes, this is non-income poverty which has become popular nowadays. Now, according to modern economists, income poverty is one of the important elements of poverty, but it only reflects a single aspect. Yes, over here we saw only one dimension, students. People should also have the freedom. Yes, the freedom over here is freedom of choice in occupation, which is available to rich, is never available to poor. Yes, over here a rich person can easily change the job. Over here he can easily get the training and he can change the job, but for poor people these things are very tough. In this context, to get the broader meaning of poverty, income should not be sole measuring rod. Yes, over here only income shouldn't be taken into consideration, but other important elements of human development such as knowledge, long and healthy life, good standard of living, individual freedom, availability of opportunities should also be considered. Now, students, UNDP, while preparing the development report through HDI, which we have already studied, and HPI, that is Human Poverty Index, included three important parameters, namely knowledge, health, and standard of living. Under which, yes, we all know knowledge is literacy rate and enrollment ratio, for healthy life expectancy, and for standard of living per capita total house production is considered. Students, now I move on to my next topic, that is nature of poverty, which is basically divided into two, that is absolute poverty and relative poverty. In the C class I'll do only absolute poverty. Very simple and easy meaning we have of absolute poverty, students. Yes, as I said, poverty, we will be doing the nature of poverty, students. So nature of poverty, yes, as I said, divided into two, absolute and relative. Absolute meaning I'll start with over here. So the meaning is the minimum expenditure or income required to satisfy the minimum basic needs and services is known as poverty line. The population having income or expenditure below but natural, जिनका income या expenditure कम होगा, they will be known as absolutely poor people. Absolute poverty, उसका दूसरा नाम है complete poverty. The concept of absolute poverty helps us to categorize the people living below poverty line. Yes, over here we can easily categorize the people, we can easily divide the people, and accordingly the policies can be made to reduce the poverty. Now I'll start with poverty line. Now, to understand, yes, about this, the level of poverty line, the minimum consumption expenditure required to fulfill the minimum physical amount of certain of cereal, pulses, milk, butter, etc. should be studied. Over here, whatever a person is incurring expenditure on pulses, milk, butter, etc. is studied. Now, students, over here, different people have given their own idea. To ascertain this minimum per capita consumption expenditure in the initial years of planning, Indian Council of Medical Research has decided that for rural areas, per person per day 2400 calories, and for urban areas per person per day 2100 calories are required. Now over here, in the initial years of planning, the rural person's consumption of calories and urban person's consumption of calories is given. As we have already studied, India में calorie के बारे में बताया जाता है. This method was accepted by Planning Commission in 1969 and taking 60-61 prices as base year. ₹20 per capita per month was decided as the measuring rod for poverty. Now, with this working method, Dandekar and Rath for rural areas on the basis of 60-61 prices decided rupees 15 per capita per month as poverty line. So over here it was poverty line decided by Dandekar and Rath committee. Over here it is in terms of rupees, and for rural areas it was 22.50 per capita per month. Later planning commission appointed an expert committee. Yes, उसके बाद expert committee appoint हुई थी, that was under the chairmanship of Professor D.T. Lakadwala, and they estimated poverty for the year 1993. Over here the base price for the year were taken 73-74 के prices, base prices लिए गए थे. For rural areas it was 49 rupees, yes, per capita per month, and for urban it was rupees 57 per capita per month. Consumption expenditure was estimated to fulfill the requirements for above poverty line. It means जो इससे नीचे थे they were absolutely poor. Now in this method of calculating poverty line, over here we have a one major drawback, that only one thing, that is calorie count is taken into consideration. But poverty is an economic situation. यहाँ पे पैसे की भी ज़रूरत होती है to buy the different things like pulses, milk, butter, etc. So, as I said, poverty is an economic situation and hunger is a physical situation. So that poverty line becomes starvation line. Now students, to make the concept of poverty line more progressive, more better one, over here the minimum standard of quality life should be decided, and for that the required facilities for quality life such as nutritive and balanced food, health, electricity, एजुकेशन, ये सब जो हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किए इसी ई क्लास में, वो सब भी इंक्लूड होने चाहिए. So in this context, to redefine the measuring rod, so over here the measuring rod was redefined as all these things were taken into consideration. A committee under the chairmanship of Professor Suresh Tendulkar submitted the report in the year 2009. Now the committee decided a new method of measuring poverty, in which apart from consumption expenditure, education and health were also included. Now according to this new method, for the year 2011-12, the per capita monthly consumption expenditure for rural was decided as rupees 816, whereas for urban it was rupees 1000. Now students, next we move on to the इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे कंपैरिजन करना. अभी तक हमने इंडिया लेवल पे देखा डिफरेंट ईयर्स में. नाउ वी सी फॉर द इंटरनेशनल लेवल. Now in order to calculate absolute poverty at international level, the cost of all the resources consumed by an average adult are considered. Now at international level, it is based on purchasing power parity. Students, purchasing power parity, you all know the meaning over here. It was decided as $1.25 per day. Yes, per day for the year 2005, which was $1 for the year 1990, and for the year 2015 it is adopted as $1.90 per day. Yes, with the help of this we can easily do the comparison between the different countries. Now I move on to the next one, that is measurement of absolute poverty in our country. Over here students, you can easily see all the details given. Yes, in rural areas, poverty in the year 2004-2005 was 4.8%, and then it reduced in the year 11-12. Urban area also it reduced. So finally we can say that the absolute poverty in our country reduced. Now in the 68th round of National Sample Survey Organization 11-12, using per joint family expenditure data, over here per joint family expenditure data was taken into consideration. Students, Tendulkar committee estimated that in the that in India in the year 2004-5, the measurement of absolute poverty was 37.2%. Yes, we all know. Then it reduced to 21.9% in the year 11-12. Now, in the next over here, next आप लोगों को as far as टेक्स्ट बुक इज कंसर्न अर्बन एंड रूरल एरिया का बताया है, जो मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी बता दिया है. नाउ next I move on to the state wise magnitude of poverty in our country. Very simple and easy. Over here, percentage of population below poverty line, below 10%, the states are given to you. 10 to 20% में भी डिफरेंट स्टेट्स हैं, 20 to 30% में डिफरेंट स्टेट्स हैं, 30 to 40 में डिफरेंट स्टेट्स के नाम आपको बताए गए हैं स्टूडेंट्स. सो वी कैन से दैट ओवर हियर, to be more precise to you people, according to the annual report of 2013, among various states in India, Goa has the lowest poverty. Yes, Goa has the lowest poverty of 5.09%. Yes, 5.09%, below 10% में आता है. And the highest measurement of poverty is for Chandigarh, which is 39.93%. Students, बाकी जो भी दिया हुआ है आपको एज फार एज टेक्स्ट बुक इज कंसर्न, आप लोगों को परसेंटेज बताया गया है, मतलब जो टेबल में दिया हुआ है वही स्टेटमेंट के फॉर्म में टेक्स्ट बुक में आप लोगों को दिया हुआ है. सो स्टूडेंट्स, विथ दिस आई एम डन विथ माई टुडेज ई क्लास. I'll continue with the same chapter, students. Thank you.